I'm going to take something that was hate and I'm going to make it great. The vlog you're about to watch, that was one take, unedited, 100% raw, natural, no bullshit. So I just want you to know that there's no cut, chop, paste, blah, blah, blah. Thanks, man. I know it might be boring. Watch it to the end. And there is going to be a shout out to about 8 or 10 people at the end. Thanks, man. Yo, GP coming at you. Hey, listen, want to address a lot of the hate, a lot of things that have been going on in the last 5 to 7 days. Couple things that you guys need to know. I am aware of what's going on. I do have all the details. I am very involved from the very beginning, and I know more than 99.9% of you guys out there. I know the truth, and all the parties involved, I've dealt with them. Alyssa says a lot of things. They can't be backed up. And some of you guys don't know. For example, she says that she shared a bed with Jake. That's true. But there are 2 other people sleeping in that room at the same time. And when I came out to visit Jake, I actually slept on a love sack in his closet in that same room. So part of the story was left out. Also want to remind everybody that Jake slept in the White House, according to his YouTube. Didn't actually happen, but a lot of people thought it did. As a matter of fact, the Secret Service came to his house because they thought it was so real. Logan sent Dwarf Mamba to London in a suitcase, and people thought it was real. It wasn't. A lot of you guys think a lot of the stuff you're hearing or seeing is real, and a lot of it is for entertainment, and a lot of it is somebody's perception of how they saw things. Alyssa wasn't kicked out of the house. She was asked to leave because she wasn't paying rent. And after most of the members of Team 10 kindly asked her to leave, she wouldn't. They actually asked me to ask her to leave, and I had a live conversation with Alyssa, and she said she was going to leave. She agreed to leave to me, through me. Incidentally, I did try to help her out with her career. I did give her ideas on how to become more successful. She did miss auditions because of not being able to wake up and make it on time. These things are all the truth. These things actually happen. One thing I can tell everybody out there that you need to know for sure, that when I spoke to her last, I was sitting in a chair. I was very calm. I spoke in the same tone I'm speaking to you. What I did is I spoke some truths to her about her past actions. I'm not going to say what they were, but I can assure everybody this. There was no threat, and for her to say she felt like I was going to pull out a gun or things like that, that's totally uncalled for, totally out of line, and has no basis. Now, please keep in mind that this is the same person who said in her own video she wanted to kill somebody and she thought she was insane. So, that's all important stuff. The other thing I need everybody to know is this. Just because you're a female, it doesn't make you a lady. Just because you're a man, it doesn't make you a gentleman. Your actions and the things that you do determine the difference between being a lady or not, being a gentleman or not. So I need everybody to think about that. But here's what I'm going to do. As a result of all the hate mail that I got from somebody who has no credibility making false statements, I know what it felt like to be bullied. I was literally sitting at Jake's house, actually, and all of a sudden my email's getting peppered with hate stuff. And I'm like, what is this? Where's this coming from? I had no idea what was going on. So I actually started deleting them from my Instagram page because I don't like the negativity. And then one of the Team 10 members comes in and says, oh my God, Alyssa sent this thing out. Here's what she's saying. And incidentally, none of the Team 10 members have an issue with me because they know I help everybody out. Alyssa, truth be told, she knows I always looked out for her. I always try to help her out. So here I am getting peppered with hate. I see this vlog from her, and I was just blown away. But you know what? It was out. By morning, I ended up having 3,500 hate things from me. Actually, not 35. There was 3,500 Instagram things. A lot of them were very positive, though. The other thing that a lot of you guys don't know is that I do respond to almost every single comment that's made on my Instagram account. I have had DMs with a lot of people talking about issues, talking about them trying to commit suicide. And I've responded to a lot of people. Said, hey, be strong. Appreciate your writing. Things like that. Of course, a lot of you guys out in cyberland don't know that because you don't know the truth. I know the truth. The people that I've responded to know the truth. And what I'm going to do, because I now understand, I have thick skin, I'm okay with all the bullshit, because you know what? I know the truth. And I know that most of the people hiding in cyberland wouldn't say the things they were saying to me to my face. And then if they did, I'm fine with that, but I'd ask them to back it up, and they'd just be standing there going, well, duh, I don't have anything, because you don't. And just remember, a lot of the same people coming at me really believed Jake was in the White House. They really believed Dwarf Mamba was shipped in an airplane. None of it was true. But what I'm going to do is and the reason I stopped deleting this stuff is because I talked to a couple of attorneys who actually told me they could file a lawsuit against somebody for saying the things that have been said. But I said, don't worry about it. I'm not interested in that. She's messed up enough. It doesn't really matter. I know the truth. But I had two attorneys who were willing to just take this for free. I'm not doing that. But what I do want to do is I want to be able to stop people from doing what happened to me. I don't like the fact that somebody, some random person, can make statements about somebody, and then that person ends up getting damaging things sent to them. Quite frankly, it sucks. And I got to tell you, the kid in high school who goes on a date and gets turned down, and then he decides to cyberbully the girl, and all of a sudden he says something that's not true, guess what, folks? It's already too late. She can't defend herself. So what I'm going to do, and what I'm partnering with some people that specialize in cyberbullying, we're going to try to create a database where these bullies can be put into one location for future employers, colleges, boyfriends, girlfriends, moms, dads, whoever. If they want to look into a person and see if they've been cyberbullying anybody, all they need to do is put that in there. I'm going to partner with probably the LA police starting out on how we can track those. So if a person, I had one person literally create an account to cyberbully me, and I think she hit me up like 8 times, 9 times, saying nasty stuff, calling me a faggot, calling me a bald old bastard. Guess what? I don't care what you call me. It doesn't matter. The fact that you're calling me a faggot and you think it's offensive, where are you? Are you living in 1952? This is 2017. If you got an issue with somebody in their sexual orientation, that's too bad for you. Those aren't my issues. The fact that you're calling me old and bald, I don't really care. A lot of you guys said, you know why Pam and I got divorced? Listen, 50% of the couples out there get divorced. The 50% that are married, another 25% want to get divorced. So trying to slam me because I got divorced doesn't bother me. It has no value. But here's what I know, that if these bullies can be put in a central location, and we're going to put a rating system on them. So if a same person does it multiple times, what can happen against them will be greater. Now, it's at its infancy. But to think that a high school girl or high school boy might take their own life because some moron decided to cyberbully them, that bums me out. And I'm going to help fight against it. And I'm going to take something that was hate and I'm going to make it great. And here's what everybody needs to know. All you haters out there that were sending me stuff, calling me all the stuff you did, all I did was screenshot it. I'm saving everything. I'm putting it together. And all you folks that sent me the hate mail, I think you're going to be the first ones that I expose and let the general public know that you guys are out there trying to be bullies. Because it's unfortunate. And here's what else I'm going to tell you. You guys can hate on me all you want, and I'm still going to tell you that you need a hug. I'm still going to tell you that if you're hating on a person that's never done anything to you, who you have no background about, who you don't know any of the story, God, something's missing in your life, man. But I know this. Go volunteer at the local pet shelter and start hanging out with some cats and dogs and find some love. You got to find some good in your life, because I'm not going to let the haters bring me down. And I'm going to turn this around. And the people that have messaged me and told me they were being bullied, and I responded, I feel what you're going through now. And I feel something different. I feel a passion that I didn't have before. And I'm going to help you guys fight that fight, because there's a lot of cowards out there hiding behind online stuff. But I know what it feels like. And during all this, I had a shit ton of supporters. A lot of people saying, hey, GP, I got your back. You're a good dude, blah, blah, blah. And that's what's keeping me going. And knowing that through this hate, we're going to make something great. And knowing that I might possibly stop some high school kid or middle school kid from maybe thinking about suicide because of this. And if you don't think I haven't gotten those letters from people, you're 100% wrong. So anyway, there's going to be more coming. But for those of you who question why I didn't respond, some of you said I didn't do it because it was the truth. It wasn't the truth at all. I was advised not to respond. I was advised to let you guys continue to bury your own grave, or dig your own grave, and that's what I did. So that's the status on it right now. I'll give you guys some more updates. Hey, I also want to do a shout out to some people, and then at the end there will be a couple websites for anti-bullying. One of them is going to actually have every state in it, where you can click on the link and then go to your state, and then it'll kind of give you some direction as where to go. But I want to do a shout out to Brookster Forever, HT Christina, It Logang, this one Jew Honey She. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but Jew Honey She, VP Productions, Vendit, Chodre, Avery Gracing, Corey Jones, and B Gonzalez. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support. And let's keep on keeping on. Hugs. GP's out. Hey, good morning, folks. Something else I forgot to tell you guys. That the other thing you guys need to know is this, man. If somebody comes at my boys, my family, somebody I care about, friends, loved ones, with intent to hurt, I'm not going to like that person. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 8 years old or 80 years old. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. If you come at anybody I care about with intent to hurt, I'm not going to like you. And I'm okay with that. I hope you guys are the same way. You should be if you're not. Also, some of you made comments that I'm living off my boys. I'm not living off them. They're not paying me. They're not doing anything for me. But I will tell you this. If a time comes that they want to buy me a house or buy me a boat or set me up in a vacation home, I will be more than happy to be on the receiving end of it, because what parent wouldn't be so excited to be able to tell their friends that, hey, my son's doing so well that he bought me a house, or my son is doing so well that he bought me a boat, or whatever it might be. So anyway, hasn't happened yet. I think one day it probably will, and I will totally embrace it. And I think every kid out there would love to be able to do the same for their parents. So any of you guys barking about that, man, you need another hug. Anyway, I'm out.